My name's Jane and I'm the Children and Families worker at Silverdale Methodist Church. Today we've been handing out craft packs because unfortunately due to the weather, we couldn't do them together on the car park. If you're watching this and you haven't received a craft pack and you'd like one, please get in touch. We can get one sorted for you. Or you can get the items, I'll show you which items you need, and you can get them together yourself. So you would have received in your craft pack the instructions and for doing the crafts, so hopefully we can work through them together. We're going to be making today a snail on a peg and also a flying fish. And in your pack there was nature bingo, and there was a couple of sheets so you can play along with somebody to do that. If you need a copy of that and you're getting the items yourself, please contact me and I can email you a copy of that. So first of all, we will do the flying fish. So for the flying fish, if you had a craft pack, you would have received you would have inside it some strips of paper. If you are going to do these yourself, what you need to do is get some paper. An A4 sheet will do, but you're going to measure it out so that it is 20 centimetres long by 2 centimetres. Okay, so you will draw that out and cut out your strips of paper. When you've done that, you'll have a strip of paper, and then if you measure 3 centimetres in on each side and put a mark, because you're going to cut a slit, they need to be on opposite sides of the paper. So we're going to cut our slit in the paper. Now this is a really simple craft to do, so you only cut up to where it is, so about halfway into the paper. So do that both sides, and then all you're doing is joining it together. So you've slipped that in both the slits. For some reason my fingers aren't working, so it's not going together. Okay, it's as simple as that. So you've got your fish shape. Okay, and then if you throw that in the air, it should fly. Let's see what happens. Okay. If you've got some stairs that you can drop it off, or you can stand on a chair, you can maybe do that and drop it. So there is different colours if you had a craft pack. If you haven't, you can decide, you can colour in some white paper to make it different colours if you want. Now we'll move on to doing the snail. This one is a bit more tricky, but you can just do any design that you want to. So you'll need, if you haven't already got a craft pack for this, you will need a peg. You will need some double-sided tape, so that is already on your peg if you've had a craft pack, some googly eyes and 3 pipe cleaners. So what we're going to do first of all is we are going to entwine these pipe cleaners together. So if you notice on the snail here, you've got one which is the tail, so that's a bit longer out the back. So we're going to leave one a bit longer than the other two, because the other two are going to make the antennae at the top of the snail. So we're going to wrap them around. Now somebody else was doing this earlier and they plaited it really tightly. They didn't leave space for the tail, so as I say, you can make this up as you go along. So we're just going to wrap them around, so it's a bit like a plait, but it's very loose. So you wouldn't really want me doing your hair, would you? So we'll just get them going around. Okay, and then once we've got them all entwined together, I'll wrap that end of the orange one, which is my one, which is part of the tail. I'm going to wrap that around so that it sticks there and just doesn't stick up. Now this is going to be the tricky part. This is making your snail shell. So mine took a while to get it so that it would stay as a shell. So we need to leave the long bit at the end, because that's going to wrap around the end of the peg. Then you are wrap it around my finger, okay, and then wrap around again and left it like that, okay. You might find a better way of doing it, because we need these pipe cleaners to stay in place now, and then you can mess once it's stuck on your peg. So that's what I'm going to have for the base of my snail. I'm going to take off the tape, so it is now sticky for the double-sided tape. I'm going to stick this on. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. Okay, we're sticking it on. The tail's going to go over the bit which is sticking up at the back there, okay, and then I'll just wind that around so that can go under. Just make sure that sticks all the way down, and then I'm going to turn my antennae so they come up like that. Now on the one I did here, I crossed them over so you got a bit of a head space there. So I'll just cross that over and then stick my eyes on. But as I say, it's up to you how you do your snail. You can put it together and then you can still play with it because it sticks and doesn't fall apart as long as you've pressed it hard enough on your double-sided tape. Okay, so there's my new snail, and I could, if I wanted to, I could get attach a magnet to this and put it on a fridge. You could have it at the side, you can use that to put some paper in, maybe put some photos on it. Don't know, I'll let you think. And you could give your snail a name, which some children were doing earlier on. So if you let me know, please send photos of your crafts to us. It'd be great to see what you have been up to. And the last craft, as I said, was the nature bingo. Now this is more like an activity for you to do. You could colour this in before you go out, but the idea of this is that you go out on a nature walk, or you can go out in your back garden, and what you will do is you are trying to get a line to get your bingo line. So you are finding different items. Now make sure you don't cheat, so you might have to collect them or take photos so you can prove that you have actually won and you haven't cheated. So I hope you enjoy doing them crafts together. We will be on the car park again next Wednesday with more craft packs. Anybody's welcome to come and collect one, and we'll hopefully have another video up next Wednesday for you to see what the craft is. Enjoy.